Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first time that you're seeing one of my videos, my name is Madison, and today we're going to do a little spring realistic morning routine. In the past couple of weeks, we finally have locked into a routine that I really like. I feel like for the past year maybe I haven't had a morning routine, but now I do, so I'm gonna share it, and I thought it would be a good time to do it because we're kind of resetting for spring anyways. These things are gonna keep sliding down my face. Everything that I do in this video is like to a T. This is my morning routine. I do it every single day. Things are non-negotiables for me. If it's something that I don't do every day or kind of out of the ordinary, I will tell you. So right off the bat, eye patch things, I don't do those hardly ever, but today we needed it because I woke up for some reason at 4 a.m. eyes open, wide awake, and I could not go back to sleep. In case anybody's wondering, these are the Patchology eye patches, and I really like them because you keep them in the fridge. They're individually wrapped like this, but you keep them in the fridge and they get cold, and then it just feels great on your eyes when you put them on. But this morning we needed a little extra help waking up for sure. Hello? Does anybody else have issues with these things? Getting them to just stay in place? Because I feel like I can put them on and then 10 minutes later, if I'm not constantly adjusting them, they're literally down here. Right now it is 8:30. Dayton, or actually technically it's 8:40 I think, yeah. Dayton left for work about 10 minutes ago, and so I'll quickly just catch you up on the morning things that you've missed, but I didn't film because they're not exciting. We usually are up around 7:30. Some mornings Dayton will go to the gym, work out. Some mornings he won't. I usually wake up when his alarm goes off, but I actually get up around 7:30, 7:45. Then first thing I do is I take Ollie out in the morning, and then I come into the kitchen and I make Dayton's lunch. He takes his lunch to work every day, unless it's a special occasion, and then he'll go out to eat with people. And then Dayton leaves for work, and now here we are. You're all cut up. So to a certain extent, my morning routine is the same literally every single day. Of course I have different things going on afternoon, and then sometimes in the morning I have to run out and do stuff and throws off my routine. Today's gonna be kind of a normal day, but I have a checklist on my phone, and it makes me feel so much better if every single day I check off the things as I do them, because it makes me feel like I'm, getting stuff done. My morning routine, I fill up a glass of water. I drink that water while I'm reading my Bible. Then we do some form of exercise. Then we make a smoothie. Then we water the plants. Then we take Ollie on a WALK. And once I'm back inside, sometimes I'll go ahead and get ready for the day, and then I'll kind of do a house cleanup, house tidy, or flip those. But literally, I do this every single day. And sometimes I do it all really fast, and sometimes it takes me a while if I'm super tired or something. But I've been doing this exact routine for probably a month and a half, 2 months now, and I feel amazing. So unfortunately, when you take care of yourself, you feel great. So, okay, see what I mean? Why is it just this side that's sliding down? I'm gonna share my smoothie recipe. I'm gonna share little thoughts along the way of this morning routine, but let's go ahead and get our morning started. Shared this Bible before, but every time that I either have it in a video or post a verse from it on Instagram or anything, everyone always asks where this is from. So I'm sure you can get this at any bookstore. I ordered mine off Amazon. I have it in my storefront. I think I put it under the category of good gift ideas, or fun, kind of more unique gift ideas to give. I love this one. If you're somebody that has been wanting to read the Bible, but you're not sure where to start, or you read one book and you feel really connected, but then you jump to another book of the Bible and you're just confusing and it's a lot of names, or like it's a chapter that's about, you know, someone's lineage or something like that, where there's a lot of names and places and you feel like it's just dragging on forever. This one's really great because it splits up different books. It's kind of different every day, like how much you end up reading or how much is in that date, but the thing that I really love is it splits up all the books. So you're not just reading through one book every day, it's taking you through, I think it's at least 4 different ones every single day. February 3rd was a little bit in Exodus, a little bit in Matthew, a little bit in the Psalms, and then a little bit in the Proverbs. So basically it's been over a year and I'm in, where am I? I'm in November right now, so I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. I still can keep track of it easily because it's by date, even though the date is not correct. But I've had a lot of people comment and message me saying that they really enjoy hearing me just talk about my faith, and so when I get to do more just daily, everyday kind of vlogs, I would love to be able to incorporate it more into these vlogs because it's a huge part of my life, and it's encouraging to me to hear a bunch of people are super interested and would love to just learn more. But I did want to read this. This is from Romans, and it says, "Therefore, since we have been justified through faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ, through whom we have gained access by faith into this grace in which we now stand. And we boast in the hope of the glory of God. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us." And of course, as you're going through different things in life, different circumstances, things jump out, you know, at you more. And what is fair for me to call a season and just a year really of a lot of suffering and going through some really not great things. I read that and I'm like, period, because I know that to be true for me. If I did not have the Lord in my life right now, point blank, we would not be doing good and we would not be where we are today. Can you stay right here? No barkies. I just wanted to share that too because I know everybody goes through everybody goes through times where to some extent you're suffering in some way, and that's just a reminder that our hope does not come from people or a job or success or money or you working really hard. So this has been Devotional Time with Madison. Also, I'm just now noticing, has this been out of focus the entire time? If so, sorry about that. It looks like the sun's trying to come out, and if it does, I'm gonna be so happy. We're literally on day 12 of rain. Sick of it. I think I forgot to include one of my things that I do every single morning, which is after I do Bible time, I get my planner and we look at what we have going on today / this week. Today's Monday. Did I mention that? I don't think I did. So this is really like our big reset for the week kind of day 2. The first week of April really flew by there. One big thing on the list today is go to the grocery. I have found I really like going to the grocery on Monday, like mid-afternoon, because nobody's there, and that means I don't have to go on the weekend, because obviously on the weekends Dayton is home and I would like to be home with him instead of running errands and doing stuff. It's really nice that I'm able to get all my errands and stuff done throughout the week. That way the weekends really are like just a rest weekend, or we can go do something fun. Also, because all of my little jobs that I do are basically weekend based, I don't really want to have a bunch of other stuff to do on top of that. This weekend I'm working. Next weekend, I'm working. The next weekend, I'm also working. So pretty much all of my April weekends are full, and then into May, also full, or we're traveling. We need to get together a grocery list. I am trying to do really good with making a list of like what we're eating every single night before going to the grocery store, sticking to it, because then that also affects what I pack for Dayton's lunches. I cook dinner Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, unless it's like super nice outside, Dayton also loves to cook, so he volunteers too when he can, but he works all the way across town. Oh! He works all the way across town, and then by the time he gets home, it's like already 6 o'clock and we're hungry. So I'm like, I have the time, I'm just gonna cook every night. Then on Saturday, we either will do a date night out or have leftovers. Same thing with Sunday, we just rotate. So if we go out on Saturday, we have leftovers on Sunday. That was a lie. I don't cook Monday through Friday because on Wednesdays, we usually go to my parents' house and have dinner with them. That's a new development. We've only done that for 2 weeks, which is why I forgot about it. How are my eye patches doing? Oh, they're hanging in there now. I think they're kind of dried up. That's why they're staying. I need to get my pen. I literally just threw it across the room. Okay, so basically the only things I need to go out for today are the groceries, but the next thing on our list today is some form of exercise. For me, I am not a gym girly. I have tried, and I don't enjoy having to leave my house to go do it because it takes so much time. If I'm wanting, you know, to work out for 30 minutes, it's gonna take me so much effort to get changed, drive there, drive home. I would rather just do it at home. We have it's a small ranch style home that we have been renovating over the past 3 years. We don't have like room to have like a workout room or anything like that. So I literally move our coffee table that's down here and move it aside every morning and then move it back every morning. It's just what works best for me. I am so excited that it's almost summer because that means I can start doing more things outside, and we've got like pickleball courts and tennis courts right down the street from us, and then swimming at the pool. I am definitely not one to film myself working out or anything. I'm gonna do it today to give you some ideas of if you're struggling to find a routine that you really like, something that's just quick, easy, that you can do from home. Moving around and doing something is always going to be better than doing nothing. So let's get changed. Also, something that makes the time go way faster is watching a YouTube video while you're working out instead of listening to music. What I found, at least for me, if it's a song that I know really well, my brain already knows how long the song is, and that way I'm kind of tracking how long each thing's taking. You know, does that make sense? I'm like just waiting for it to be over. Whereas with a YouTube video that I've never seen before, it's actually entertaining and I'm not thinking about how long I'm doing something. If that makes sense? Let's get dressed, and then I'll probably just put up on the screen what I typically do every morning instead of like walking you through it, because I'm no exercise coach, that's for sure. That is done. Now it is smoothie time. I'm gonna show you my all-time favorite one to make. You quite literally need 3 ingredients: frozen blueberries, frozen bananas, and milk. This is the one that I would literally make every single day, but I make myself switch it up. I do have a smoothie every single day. I'm not sure that that's even a good thing. Is having a smoothie every day good for you? Probably, because it's all good ingredients, but some mornings I'll do like a green smoothie with pineapple, spinach, kale. I want my blueberry banana one today, and I'm going to show you how I make it. Okay, there is something in my eye. These are the blueberries I use. These are the best because they're wild blueberries. The flavor of them is insane how different it is than just your normal store-bought blueberries. Because they're wild blueberries, they're literally like, obviously have no GMOs, no preservatives, anything like that. But in case you don't know, wild blueberries, when they are grown without any sort of chemicals, are literally itty bitty. It's probably not gonna focus, but it's That is tiny, and this is honestly one of the bigger ones. And they stain your hands really, really bad. Every time I go to the grocery, buy a huge bolt of bananas. Obviously we eat some of them, but then I let some of them get like almost overripe. And then I cut them up, freeze them. These are the only ones I have left right now. If I need more, I do have some other bananas. They're just not frozen yet. This is one of the Ninja Bullet things. So I usually put the blueberries in first, and I do not do measurements. I'm usually just like, that probably looks pretty good. Banana. I think I'm gonna want more banana. Also, side note, if you're freezing your own bananas, you cannot freeze them in the peel because the peel will freeze to them and you will not be able to get it off. So you definitely want to cut them up, put them on parchment paper in the freezer and let them freeze that way. The other thing I love about these blueberries is the color of them is so much richer, so you get like a really deep purple. And there we have it. If you love sweet things, this is the one for you. It is so sweet. It's not tart at all, and it obviously has no added sugars or anything, but your bananas do have to be ripe. That's the kicker. Cheers. Next thing in my routine is watering the plants. So we have a ton of flowers that we actually just kind of planted outside. We have like little flower boxes in our windows now, which I love. I've been wanting those for forever. But because it's rained so much, I feel like I do not need to water them today because they have been drenched. It did get cold last night, so I had to bring some of my like herb plants inside, but they're thriving. I'm gonna show them to you. Here they are. I have them sitting on just the sink windowsill, but this one, she's doing okay. She looked like this when I got her at the store, and she still looks like this, so we'll see what happens with her. Thriving, thriving, thriving. What I really need is help with naming these. So her name, I want all of their names to start with the letter of what plant they are so that I can remember what kind of plant they are. Let's see if anybody has some good name ideas. Drop them in the comments below. This is cilantro. Obviously want her name to start with a C. This one is oregano. This is the only one I haven't used yet in a recipe, so maybe we need to make something Italian this week. Then this poor buddy, this is my basil plant. Absolutely thriving, but literally it's just in this paper cup right now because I still need to go get another small pot for it. This last one was teeny tiny when I got it from the store, and she has just really sprouted up. This one is spinach. So I think I just called them all she, but you can make one of them a boy, I don't care. Little spinach plant. My goal, I think, is just to keep letting them grow in these size pots, and then eventually, I don't want to plant them in the ground though, because I don't want them to die. So I think I'll just probably keep moving them to bigger pots. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it'll be warm enough this week that I can stick them back outside because they're getting dirt everywhere. Okay, and then obviously these do not need watered today, but I just wanted to show you our little window boxes. I knew that I wanted snapdragons. I love snapdragons. Also, there's Ollie. Love snapdragons, so I knew I wanted those. And then I just got some other little filler plants, and then these are super pretty too. Don't know what they're called. I need to remember, but I got these in pink. Here's the yellow ones. I think those are super pretty. They also really, a bunch of the buds like popped up a lot over the past couple days too. And then those are the orange. I think the yellow ones might actually be my favorite. I really wanted flowers around the mailbox, so we got those put in too. Rain really took those out, so hopefully they will spring back up. I just wanted to show you my flowers because I love them. I'm gonna take a shower, not gonna wash my hair today. I'm just gonna wear a hat and we'll get ready for the day. The sun came out. This is the first time I've seen the sun in literally like over a week. That means we're gonna take Ollie on a little WA, but let's get ready first. Ta-da, we're ready for the day. Now it's time to get stuff done around the house, and sometimes I do this before I get ready for the day. Some days I don't even get ready. If I'm not leaving the house, I'll just get right to it, but I love cleaning the house in the morning. It just sets me up for a good rest of the day. Because it's Monday, we have a lot more to do. Obviously, I know I've already talked about it. I'll stop talking about it. We gotta go to the grocery store, but on the weekends, so Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, I really try to avoid chores so that Dayton and I can spend time together. So Mondays tend to be heavier on the housework. I've got a ton of laundry to do. Dishes are piled up in the sink. Need to vacuum the floor, all these hairs everywhere. And my closet fell out of the wall. All of my clothes are on the ground right now. So there's the whole thing, but Dayton and I ordered a new closet system because my side of the closet keeps falling out of the wall, and I know it's because I have too many clothes. But also I have the TV muted right now, and there's a like 30-minute ad going on right now for somebody's church. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna throw some laundry in, we're gonna get the dishwasher going, and then we're gonna sit down and figure out our meal plan before we head to the grocery. Let's get started on those. Also, a little OOTD. I love this hat. Thrifted sweatshirt. Sorry, the camera's up too tall. These pants, I think I have these pants linked on something. My LTK maybe? Okay, let's get started. This is another little random side note. Having your own home is so much work. Truthfully, it's one of those like grass is always greener type situations, because I love having our own house, like being able to decorate it and like just turn it into a place that really feels like us is so much fun, and obviously like so rewarding. But something's constantly broken, something's constantly a mess, like, and we don't even have kids. So plus having a yard, like having your own big yard, adds so much to it. It's nice that you have a kind of a break in the winter because everything's dead anyways, but getting back into spring and especially into summer, having to take care of all your plants and everything, and mowing once a week and picking up sticks and picking up leaves. Anyways, that was just my little side rant of I love having a house, but it's so much work. It definitely keeps me busy for sure, but I like it. Do you want to go for a walkies? Yes? Come on, let's go. Can you ring the bell? Ring the bell. Good boy. Go. Agenda for the day. Grocery list. Sometimes I'm really good at these and I get them done really fast, and sometimes it takes me 100 years. The only thing Dayton told me he wants for sure this week is burgers. We have not grilled burgers in a very long time. It keeps getting so dark. Hello. So I'm gonna get stuff for that, but what day are we gonna do it? I feel like Pinterest has been letting me down recently with the recipe ideas. here's our meal plan for the week now. So now I know what to pack for Dayton for his lunches, and it just makes the rest of the week so much easier. So the last thing I do after I make my list is I go through our kitchen and make sure, just cross off all the stuff that I already have, because I have a bad problem with forgetting to look, and then I just buy another one and we already had something and we just get too much stuff in the fridge. Let's go through and see if we already have some of these things. Okay, it's almost time to head to the grocery, but Dayton made coffee this morning and there's still some left. We're gonna make a little iced coffee to go. I try to be really good about not letting myself have coffee. Also, that's decaf, but because I don't really drink caffeine. Not letting myself even have decaf coffee until I've had water and I've had something to eat. So. Back home, I have a ton of groceries to unload, but this is gonna conclude my morning routine. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you didn't, please don't tell me. I am just so grateful for the time that I'm getting right now to get to be at home throughout the week. And I know this morning routine was jam-packed, and that is only because I'm getting to stay at home. The years I was working in an office, this was not even possible to do anything remotely close to this. If you're in a place where you're like working in a 9 to 5 and you get up in the morning and you have to leave and then you come home and you're exhausted, I have been there before. At some points it kind of feels hopeless because you have this goal in mind, or maybe you see other people's morning routines and you're like, that's what I want, but I feel like I can't get there. I would encourage you just to pick one thing to focus on and don't try to absolutely change everything overnight, because that's not sustainable. I have never been this disciplined and I've never had this much free time before. And all of the things that I incorporate into my morning routine didn't just start doing all of a sudden overnight. I started with one, and it took me months to really incorporate just one thing into my routine. And then once I felt like I was solid in that and it was like a part of my everyday, then I added another thing on, and then, you know, after a couple months I added another thing on. Every time I tried to completely pack on 5 new things, like a completely new morning routine or nighttime routine, it has never worked because it's too much all at once and too much like different all at once. Whereas now, literally for the first time in my life, I can do all of what I just did this morning. It just comes naturally to me now because I incorporated each of those things little by little into my everyday. But truly, I joked about it earlier. If you're in a spot in life where you're feeling just tired all the time, if that's you, just think about the fact that change is hard. Incorporating new things into your routine is hard. But also having goals and having this picture of where you'd like to be and never getting started towards that and only just envisioning it is also hard. There definitely are some days for me that I wake up and I am not feeling it. So on days that I'm feeling great, and like today the sun came out a little bit, it's gone now of course, but I'm super grateful to be able to get up and do all of these things. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you watched to the very end, comment down below some of your favorite flower emojis, because I feel like I showed a bunch of plants in this video. As always, thank you for watching this video and for subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!